Now, the thing with good coping skills, and we'll talk about buying time coping skills, is that you need to find one that works for you. Not everybody is going to find that the same coping skills work for them because there's some things you have to consider to making it work, right? The first thing is it's something you're really going to do in front of other people. Now, there is this one coping skill, it's part of yoga called the lion's breath, and it basically involves you, among other things, making this face. And it actually, if you do it, it does actually help you calm down. Some people it makes you laugh, which actually is a good thing to help you calm down. But if you're not really going to do that, if you're not comfortable in the minute when you're getting upset and you're freaking out, if you're not really going to do that in front of a bunch of other people, it's not going to be a helpful coping skill for you because you're not going to use it when you really need to use it. All right. Other people who might be comfortable with that, that might be a great one for them, and then they can just go ahead and use it because they don't really care what other people think when they're doing that. Or again, it might make them laugh, which also calms them down. Another thing to consider when you're trying to decide on your coping skill is it something you can do at any time? Now, stress balls are really popular. Lots of people use them. They can be really helpful. But it relies on having a stress ball with you. If you lose it, if somebody takes it from you, it actually can give you more stress. If you have a tendency to play with things and throw them, that might not be helpful. So a stress ball is not always going to be there for you. So especially for buying time coping skills, you need to consider that. If it's not something you can do at any time, no matter what, it might not be the best coping skill for you. Or you definitely, at the very least, need to make sure you have a couple other backup coping skills that you can use if you don't, say, have your stress ball with you or some other coping skill that relies on having something with you. The final thing is it's something you can practice on your own, and that means are you really going to practice? If it's deep breaths, if it's lion's breath, if it's stress ball, whatever it is, what is most likely something that you will do on your own and practice to make sure you actually know how to do it right so that it works for you? A lot of people say deep breathing doesn't work for them because they do it wrong, right? If you're not going to spend the time on doing deep breaths correctly, it's not going to help you, in which case then maybe you should think of a coping skill that maybe takes less practice or is one that you're more likely to practice and do right. All of these things are really important when you're choosing your coping skills. So again, we're never going to tell you there's only one or two coping skills that should work for you. You need to find your own and figure out by answering these questions which are the ones that you should be using and practicing for yourself.